What's up, homie? It's Tony. I'm here with Asian Boss. Anyways, let's get into it.
Well, Tony, it's amazing to finally meet you.
Stefan, it's an honor to meet you too.
I don't know. I feel like because I've seen you so much, I just watch your video all the time as well as other people reacting to your videos. It's just so funny.
Here is the easiest way to make a girl obsessed with you.
Not interested. I would rather hear some more fake news. But here's the big, beautiful announcement. We're canceling the tariff on LC Sign and LC Sign only. Why? Because I love LC Sign. They're tremendous, just tremendous.
I'd imagine that you get this kind of question all the time from other people. Did you know that this thing will just blow up as it has?
I never thought it would be reaching to this day. Yeah. For the start, we just wanted to, make a new customer channel so that we could get more customers. That's it. And I started to do like the TikTok videos since 2023. And we were just starting with making videos of the products, using some BGM and to make it like hit the beats with the editing and the music combined together. Wow, that's very cool. But we just started in a very simple way and trying. Our ultimate goal is to get more leads from customers.
So how would you describe your position in LC Sign? Because today, as I was coming in, it's a massive facility and there are just so many people working. Whereas maybe people think that, Tony is LC Sign, but it is like such a massive company.
Yeah.
So are you like a chief marketing officer or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I already got the official recognition from the boss. She said, cool. Tony, you're the CMO. Yeah. And I'm happy
Really?
about it. Yeah.
So what is actually LC Sign? How is it like an old company that's been around forever, or is it relatively new?
I would say is been around for quite a long time. It's been established for 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, many years ago, starting from Shenzhen. And then because of the increase of the numbers of employees, we moved to Guangzhou.
And then you only joined LC Sign?
It's reaching 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. I joined as a sales representative.
Right.
Where I would be trained for product knowledges and sales skills. I was supposed to be replying to messages on Alibaba and email or phone call customers. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in this conference room, but I see a lot of people working here. How do they treat you? Do they treat you like you're a celebrity, or do they just treat you like a normal, hey, what's up, When you want to meet internet legends in real life, sometimes you just got to go to where they are. That's why I flew all the way to Guangzhou to visit LC Sign to meet Tony. And whenever I travel these days, I never use expensive international roaming or waste time setting up a physical SIM card anymore. And let's be honest, relying on public Wi-Fi is just not an option, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere. That's why I use Saily, the eSIM app that keeps me connected in over 200 countries. It's super easy. Just choose your destination, like China, pick a data plan. I usually go with 5 gigabytes, and activate it before your flight. As soon as you land, you're online. No hassle, no hidden fees, just smooth, reliable internet. And here is something that most people don't know. Saily also comes with a built-in ad blocker, which not only makes your browsing safer and cleaner, but also helps you save some serious data. In fact, did you know that the ad blocker can reduce your data usage by almost 30% since ads burn through way more data than you might think? So whether you're traveling for business, adventure, or in my case, interviewing interesting people from all over Asia, you can count on Saily to keep you connected and protected. And right now, you can get 50% off your Saily data plan. Just go to saily.com/AsianBoss and use the code AsianBoss at checkout to grab the deal and save on your next trip. By grabbing this deal with Saily, you'll also be supporting our mission of delivering the most authentic on-the-ground perspective from Asia that you will not get anywhere else. Now, back to my conversation with Tony.
In the company, I was being kind to people around me, and they actually being kind to me. Everybody's being kind to each other. So, and they didn't really treat me very special or something like that, because I think I'm just good at what I do.
Yeah.
right? But there's also like so many people, they're also being so good at what they do. They could be so good on this as a salesperson.
Yeah.
I'm just being good as selling it on TikTok, right? So yeah, everybody just doing a good job. Just
Did you know that you're really good at like creating content?
I did not know. I used to just a consumer of content.
Right.
I used to love watching talk shows, watch movie, watch those like Netflix episodes. I was a big consumer. I was, yeah. I never thought one day I could just create content myself.
Is that where your different accents come from, where you're able to do so many different accents?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How do you do that? Like, how do you practice?
I practice by listening a lot and then saying it a lot by myself. That's how I do it. For example, like some of my audience used to ask me to do some Jamaican accent. And so I looked for if there is a movie mostly performance in Jamaican accent. So I looked it up and I found it. It was a movie of the Jamaicans attending the Olympic Games, right?
All right.
And so I learned the Jamaican accent from it. I didn't do it very good, but I think it definitely helped me to learn more about the Jamaican and the entire thing, the culture, the language, the accents.
Right. So what does your like typical day look like? What do you do all day? Do you just try to create content or?
What I do every day is that my job is separated in two parts. One is filming in the factory. And another thing is that we go back to the office and we look at the data, everything, the sales data, the traffic data, and the conversion rate data, everything. And we have meeting with the sales team, like what's the question they have while communicating with the customers. Can we solve that while we're doing the content? Something like that. So yeah, it's totally like three parts. One, we make the content and secondly, like we review the content, like how's the outcome of it. Yeah.
So you analyze the stickiness and then try to see if it can target a certain type of...
Yeah, true.
Right. And then the rest is customer inquiries and handling customer feedback.
Yes.
Yeah. So like the part that I find most fascinating for me is, everybody talks about, right now it's all AI now and everything is becoming like commoditized. And it's like people think that signs or things like that are a commodity. And then I feel like you have effectively mastered the art of branding so that you have a commodity like a sign, yet now they're like, oh, that's Tony, right? So I honestly, I think, do you appreciate how difficult that is to build a brand?
Wow, that's a very interesting angle. I think I would love to see that innovative products and come with innovative like marketing or branding, something like that. I would always love to see it. Like, yeah, we were making sales on Alibaba and on some kind of other websites like, I don't know, maybe Made in China, the kind of website. Yeah. And we put like ads into the platform and the platform will generate you the inquiries. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because that's what everybody does, right?
Yeah.
Even in Korea, America, that's what everybody does.
Okay.
They put Facebook ads or YouTube ads and...
Oh, yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So that's what LC Sign was doing.
Yes, true.
Oh, I see. But then when you looked at it, you're like, I'm going to try something different?
Yeah, not really. Well, when I come to the company and when I looked up to on TikTok, then I find somebody else is already doing it and they're doing a good job. I think.
What were they doing?
So basically, there was this guy, this dude. He was in Dongguan City, which is like a city next to Guangzhou, and he was selling his transparent flex screen on TikTok, and he's doing a pretty good job, and definitely like it inspired me. It was like, "Sup, my name's T, and I'm here. Look at all my invisible LED screen here. It's doing very good job. And we're going to sell you each pieces like in a factory price. Come check it out. And the videos got like 100,000 views.
Whoa.
And that was when I like look into it and like, what? This is how you could do it? Like, look at the comments. Like everybody is saying like, where can you buy this? Where do I get this? How much is it?
Really?
Like so many comments on it. And I think it's a very fundamental step for me to let me know that this is achievable. This is not that hard as it could be. So that's when I decided to get in front of the camera. And because before that, we're just, doing the video edits with beats. Yeah, I think that changes me a lot.
I see. So this was like Tony before Tony. That guy was kind of a mini Tony.
Yeah.
But he was speaking English?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Is he still there?
I haven't checked, bro.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
And so you just came out and completely overshadowed him, maybe.
Yeah, probably. But I believe if he's still doing it, he's probably still doing a good job. Yeah.
I see. Prior to that, did you have that experience where like filming something in front of the camera?
I think very few,
Okay.
not really much. Like I probably did some like promotional videos for the company before I'm in LC Sign, but it was only like 1 time or 2 time experience. Yeah.
So you're not like an extroverted, energetic guy. You're always like vlogging and things like that. No.
No, not really. Actually, before like we found this Mr. T guy,
Yeah.
people like in the company tried to talk me into it, like, hey Tony, why don't you go in front of the camera? It could be fine. You could do some show on on TikTok, right? I'm like, no, we'll be fine. Come on, we don't need me to be in front of the camera. I was like being so like rejective on this.
Oh, why?
I thought it was not necessary. Of course, is before this guy inspired me.
And so when you made your first video, what was that video that you did it for the very first time that probably not many people watched, or you just blew up right away?
It definitely took a process. Yes. After I watched that guy, and it took about a month of time of continuously posting, but the views were getting like way better since the beginning of the edits. Like the edits normally gets like 700, 800 views. But as soon as I'm in front of the camera or somebody being in front of the camera, it's suddenly to be like starting from 1,000 and then 2,000 and then 3,000, something like that.
So you just went like that.
Yeah. I think that people would prefer like have like some guy in the video. Yeah.
Well, you're basically talking about that branding, right? Associating a face with a product.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah. And so at that first video, it's like, what's your creative process like? Do you do some research? Do you watch a lot of video? I mean, you say you watch a lot of videos, but then like, oh, that's funny. I'm going to react to that. Do you already have that in your mind?
Yeah. True. That's exactly how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before that, like 2 years ago, we were just writing down like, okay, this product, it's got like waterproof. It's got like 3 years warranty. We write it down.
Right.
And we just do it like, what's up, homie? It's Tony. Look at this LED sign right here. It's got 3 years warranty. And everything is simple as that. Yeah. And we had that experience and we still got a lot of traffic by doing that for a year. And then there is the idea part coming in because that was the time that I was, scrolling on my phone and I saw this funny video and things. And I'm like, damn, I could do this too, right? So I'm like, this is going to be funny.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. We recorded the video as usual, but I'm like, I'm going to have a reaction before the video.
Yeah.
Like talking to the camera, to the editor, like, please don't cut this off. Okay, I'm going to do it. And then we put the original video in the beginning and then my reaction in the behind. And we did like 10 or 20 videos I can remember.
Wow.
When we put them on separate accounts and each one of them is doing insanely good.
Yeah.
Like 10 times or
I would say more than 10 times. I would say something like 100 times maybe, yeah.
yeah, like 100 times. The best one we made could be 100 times. Like
Yeah.
totally changed our ways of doing things.
I'm actually quite interested to learn what do you find funny? You said that you saw a lot of funny things.
Yeah.
But what do you find funny? Maybe culturally about America, or because you always like you react to this like a funny woke people in the U.S. and everything.
Sometimes the American humor in like the way I found it in the talk shows, the way I found it in the TikTok real videos, and sometimes it's just really funny. And I can't like really tell you why. Like most of the time it's about gay, it's about woke, it's about you being too fat, like something like that.
Because I'm personally fascinated by cultural differences between Asia and the West.
Yeah.
And I think America, like to them, maybe that's normal.
Yeah.
But then I think the culture is that maybe in America, I'm not speaking for the Americans, but like they have to like respect everybody's rights and everything. So they don't really say things very blunt and direct and straight. Whereas it's almost like you're not American. So I feel like you almost have that permission to just like say whatever the thing, like, what the fuck, right? That everybody's thinking, but they cannot say in the U.S.
I agree with that. Absolutely. I think I'm something like I'm kind of cheating by being Asian in this game, and I could say that I agree with the second part, that being a Chinese or having an Asian face to tell all the jokes. It's giving me advantage. Yeah, I would say that. But the Americans, they also like putting it in the form of comedy, that they're also going straight forward.
That's true.
And going straight to the point, be offensive or something like that. Yeah. That could be funny too. I actually, technically, I learned from them that way of humor and comedy. Yeah.
Oh, so you also got inspiration from those people, like making fun of their own people.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Do you sometimes get like hate for that, or do you get pushback at all?
I get it. Yeah.
Oh, you do.
We do get very few, but it's like we're bullying the minorities. I'm like exactly. I'm like I don't really. For real, I don't really care. That one hand is that it's being so few, like 1 out of 10,000 is probably like that of all the comments. It's like you're bullying somebody, I don't really care. But if someday like somebody tell me, Tony, this is boring, this is not funny, then I'm offended. I would probably care. Wow. So the whole point I think is about funny and creating interesting contents, because I believe that in my in LC Science fan base, there is a lot of people that is gay, that is a fad or whatever. They do exist in a certain amount, and I appreciate them for just enjoy the fun, instead of like talking shit. Yeah.
Also, like, do Chinese people, like, if you walk down the street, do they recognize you at all? Or
it's getting more and more these days.
Really?
Like, after I met Speed, it's getting more and more. Like, before Speed, I'm like totally like chill everywhere, and nobody recognized me. I get to be like my normal life. But after Speed, it's like starting to get more and more. It's not like, it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting, very new to me to get recognized in China.
And because of Speed, the American streamer.
Yeah.
Why was he so big in China, do you think?
I think is that Chinese people is also very open to listen to like what is the people like with different culture of us, like would comment, would say, would react. We would love to see that too.
I see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did you just reach out to Speed because you knew that you were also famous enough that they will like be open to collaboration or something?
Yeah, yeah. They have sent invitation to us, but I think who really did the job and the connection is another streamer from the US.
Jake?
Jake and Babe. Yeah, he did the connection mainly. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that his live stream was getting like crazy views. And so maybe that's why there was a lot of Chinese people watching the streaming as well.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they recognize you now.
Yeah, kind of.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, have you thought about streaming?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. We've actually tried it for like one time, I think, on Instagram.
Oh, I see.
It was going pretty good,
Yeah.
but to us, it's not like for now. We haven't found a way to make it very economically, benefit.
I
So
see.
yeah, we probably would do it in the future.
Right. I like how you're also very business minded so that
Yeah.
you're calculating the ROI or the return
Yeah.
on investment.
Then you have to be.
Yeah. So then on a given day, would you say like how many hours do you spend either creating like a short form content? Like is that pretty much all day long?
I would say like only like 4 hours every day. Like I put into efforts of all like the work.
Just you or you have a team?
I have a team, yeah.
Oh, okay. What do they do? Do you guys like
Okay.
brainstorm together?
Not really brainstorming together. We have meetings like every week. We talk about like how the data outcome, like and gather people's comments and advices, and also like the feedback from the sales team, like what they want us to be put in front to let more customer know about. We have the team like mostly graduates, and they were like basically Gen Z, like born after the 2000,
Right.
which in my point of view, that's just basically kids.
Yeah.
Right? Even though they're doing a very good job.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes they do the script of looking for funny contents.
Oh,
And yeah.
I see.
And there are also people that are operating the account, like posting and click likes on the comments and replying private messages.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we call operation.
Right.
Yeah. And we also have a camera guy. We have editor.
Man, you have a whole setup then. You're like a director. You're directing the whole thing. You just like,
Yeah.
you just show up and all you have to do is just shoot.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True. And I'm happy to work with them. And I'm happy that we have so many like awesome kids join the team.
Do you think that anybody can do what you do? Like, or it works because it's Tony?
I think most of people would able to do it. And I think I read the book about in Mandarin Chinese is 刻意练习.
Okay.
It basically means that you intensively to practice something
Right.
to make it perfect.
Okay.
And one of those best athletes, one of the best, like what we known as genius, they all coming from after practices, like learning from the best, and then find the right way to train yourself about it, and then continuously working on training yourself on it, and then you will made it. And this basically that theory. After I read this book, I thought I was genius on English for real.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm like, I didn't really learn that much of English. Like, I took as much of English class as everybody. I didn't get extra tutor or something like that. I didn't go aboard, but I could speak English. Like,
Okay. I think we need to clarify this because maybe people think, some people might assume that you lived in the US or something.
oh, okay.
For the record, you only studied English in China.
Yeah. So, yeah, I learned only domestically in Chinese schools for English.
Then
Yeah.
how do you become as good as you have?
Yes, exactly. I listen to a lot of English phrases by watching movie and show. And then I subconsciously practice it by saying it myself because I love to mimic the characters' lines in the movies or something like that. I talked it a lot. And so this input and output, since I was like second grade in primary school and going all these like dozens of years, it made me today. I don't really know much on vocabulary, but I could still like do it easier than others, Chinese speakers.
Well, you're communicating at an exceptional level, I have to say.
Okay.
Because like you say that your English, the vocabulary is not there, but then the way you're able to communicate your message.
Oh, I see.
Right? It's not even whether you're funny or not. I can tell that you've deliberately done that. What do you call it? The 10,000 hours of intensive thing, which is not school or like, some academy, things like that.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So your pure, intentional, like persistent work.
Yes.
Right?
So back to what we talked about, like, I think most of people could be Tony if they want to, is that they learn from the best performance videos on social media. And then they train themselves by scripting videos and filming videos and post them regularly and learn about the feedback and stick into it. I think they will definitely have a growth like that. And one day they will be Tony or be themselves versions of Tony.
I don't know. Because I feel like you're also not including your own personality.
Oh,
because
okay.
Sure, English. Okay, I get the English ability, but you're not just mimicking. You're not just doing parody. You're not just doing the reaction. It's you. There's something about you
I see.
that is naturally funny, or the way you're doing. Because sure, like we could put another guy.
Okay.
But do you really think that he would blow up as much as you have?
After a second thought, I think, yeah, probably not. Because to be Tony, like being Tony is because I got all these experiences, right?
Yeah.
So, which made Tony like unique. Yeah. But talking about like making achievements on social media and make sales and make numbers, I think, it's a training process.
I see. That I think that's clear.
Yeah.
That people, first of all, need to put in the work.
Yeah.
That you don't just blow up on day one. It takes like a lot of effort to keep posting every day. And then maybe it'll just go like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think to be a superstar, I think it's a different thing. That's like a next level, right? So what is it about your childhood experience that just makes you a little bit different from other regular Chinese,
I see.
Guy who become a CMO? Like, were you always like a popular kid in school for just being funny, or?
Not really. I just, I'm not doing so good on my study, actually.
Okay.
I'm not so good on math.
Yeah.
I'm not so good on basically any subject, actually. I'm not a studying good guy, actually. Yeah. So I think my childhood experience, one very important thing is that my parents were very busy, and they don't actually have time for me to be a company. So when I talk about my parents, like, how do you raise me? Nobody's been taking care of you, but you just grow up by yourself. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they describe it that way.
So they just leave you alone and then you can do whatever you want.
Something like that, yeah. They leave me alone.
So they didn't tell you, you should study harder?
Yeah, they do, but I don't listen. I don't actually do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they have to, like, do that, because I don't really care. So.
But why did you say no? Why did you, I don't want to do that. Why?
For now, the kids, maybe they have something like ADHD. They do like this. When I was a kid, maybe my parents would say, okay, you're not a learning material. You're not a study material. Maybe we should stop sending you to those. Like, we shouldn't push you so hard on your study. Maybe you could be whatever you could be. Maybe something like that. I also said that my parents were very busy, right? So, which gave me plenty of time to just look up the internet and browse the internet. And I will, seriously, I would just look into and learn from whatever I clicked on the computer. So my childhood was basically growing up with the computer, everything's online, something like that. Yeah. So the internet culture has been also a really deep part of me.
But that was mainly American, like, or the international, the internet culture, right?
Yeah. The movies and stuff, like, we also have a huge amount of people in China where my internet friends, they're also like the same, like me. Like, we're also fan to Minecraft. We're also fan to Halo. We have the chat group, something like that.
Like you have your community or something.
Yeah, the community. Yeah.
Because I feel that, I don't know if you agree with this, but I feel like if you're very funny or, you have this online presence, then you can also date a lot of hot girls too and, get a girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah.
So I figured that you'll be very popular. But how popular are you? What do you do in your free time?
Okay, I do two things.
Okay.
Number one, I stay home and play video games.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The second thing is that I go out and drink with my homies. That's basically two things. And for real, I don't really have like I have female friends, but not really like I'm not very popular. I don't really. I find it difficult to get around with a lot of girls.
Dude, you're a CMO of a big company.
I see. Yeah, but I don't really like meet new people. I think that's the point. I think, yeah, maybe I should. Oh, okay. I've been attending, like, I'm doing some change to my life, okay? I go to the gym now.
Oh, wow.
I go to the boxing club. I learn some Muay Thai boxing, something like that. Yeah. But I still don't really talk to girls. So I just really don't know how. And I think based on my previously not going so good, obviously, relationships, I think I have some...
Why do you say obviously? Like,
because I'm single, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it has to, like, if it was running perfectly, I'd probably be married right now, right?
What is sort of like the average age where guys get married in China? What's the typical age?
I think it's probably around 25 to 30, somewhere like that.
For guys.
Yeah.
That's really early, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's early. It's crazy. Like, some of my friends, like, they get married like 23, and that's like very crazy to me.
So you actually have friends that are married right now that are around your age.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that I didn't know that. Yeah, because I think Korea now, the average age for guys is like pushing 40.
Pushing 40?
Yeah, and as like girls is like 35. I'm like, okay, that is too late, right? But
I think somewhere like after 30 would be good, because how do you even know that you're already being ready for marriage?
Asian culture,
Yeah.
is it's built in such a way that people always care about and compare themselves to what other people think.
Yeah,
right?
true.
But how do you advise young people who are always like, oh man, I my life sucks compared to other friends, or they're always comparing themselves and expectations and always have to care about what other people think?
Well, man, just go to the gym. Right. Spend more time on working out.
Right.
Like, spend more time on your study. Spend more time on your business. I would say that, yeah. So that you don't have time for all this bullshit.
People might think you're joking, but it's actually true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Because when you get nothing to do, you started thinking, right?
Yeah.
And that really actually hurts you, I think. Yeah, I actually get that a lot. I get anxiety. I got regrets, these kind of emotions in my head.
Oh, you
a
do?
lot of times. Yeah. But
About what though? Why?
Yeah, anxiety is about the future, and regrets about the past. So,
man, you're just getting into this like a philosophy. This is really good. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you have both regrets and anxiety about the future?
Yeah, all the time. But I don't really even remember like what it would be. Like, just worrying about your future, right? Regret about your past is what people do to hurt themselves, right? That happens all the time. And to me, like, I read the books of, The Power of Right Now. I don't know exactly the English name.
A Power of Now.
Power of Now?
Yeah.
So basically means like focus right now, right? And to know that all these things that you think that is so anxiety or feel so sad, it's actually your mind created for yourself. Like, so after reading this book, I would like just totally like realize that I'm doing this and there's nothing that's actually existing to hurt me. So what I do is like, now I go to boxing, I go to the gym every day. It probably already took 2 hours of my time already. And with recording videos and go to the work, probably like I don't really have that much of time. And I also have another spare hour for video game or reading or enjoying like movie or episodes, right? I don't have time for overthinking or for women. So so I think, yeah, for now, for me, that's kind of working. Yeah.
I think people will appreciate getting to know you better just because you're this guy who's risen to superstardom. So I think people are very interested in even just getting to know you as a thing. Like Speed, right? And how he was able to just grow organically because people you're just like, you're like a friend.
That's a very good advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say that the perspective you have and the communication with you made me feel like really happy and really like looking things in different ways. It's really like helping me a lot on my thoughts. I think so. So I want to say thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate
Thank you for your time, Stephen.
You making your time to come, let me come visit. So I get to check out what it's like here, and then hope to come back, and then
awesome,
can hang out.
I also hope to see you again.
Cool. All right,
awesome.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.